Hello and welcome to the channel and happy spring equinox, which is also called Ostara. And I've just realized that I haven't got my little lights on again. Just wait a minute. Please feel free to admire the cat. There's one set, there's the other set, and that's Mandu. So nice to see you on this beautiful spring equinox morning. I've got my lovely spring hat on here. It is a lovely day outside here in Northumberland in the UK. I hope that weather is as beautiful as you deserve wherever you are on the planet. If you're seeing this video today, hello and thank you for being here. I hope you're subscribed. And if you're seeing this as a recording at a later date, please still take the messages because you have been brought to them by the algorithm. So perhaps there's something you need to hear. Right, so I'm going to try to cut the waffle a little bit today. We're going to just have a quick word about some astrological planetary positions that might affect the day. A quick collective reading. So we're going to look at the collective energy for the day. And then we're going to do the pick a number between 1 and 12 reading. And then at the end, if there's any live questions, then I'll get to them as well. Okay, so first of all, just a few words about the astrology of the day. It's the spring equinox today, which means that the night and day are of equal length, but we're now going to go into the time of the half of the wheel of the year when we start getting more day, but we're teetering on the balance today. In fact, the actual equinox was 9:01 a.m. this morning, and so now we're actually on the official other side of it, only just. So that brings such an energy of new beginnings. It's the new time of year. It's for plowing things, planting things, putting in your intentions to the universe about what you're going to achieve. Combine that with the sun going into Aries, and the energy is super fiery today and will be for the next few days. Aries is a fire sign. It's about passion, confidence, but they can be quite fiery as well. So what it means with this particular aspect is that you could be feeling full of energy. You could be able to channel that energy and start new things. You could be feeling like anything's possible, full of self-confidence, but also watch out for being a bit touchy and watch out for friction because everybody's feeling this energy and it can bang off each other. Right, so that's your astrology, just a few words there. Okay, next we'll have a quick collective reading. So I'm going to lay down 3 cards for a daily reading for the planet. It's a bit ambitious, isn't it? Ooh, okay, so I have the 2 of Pentacles reversed, I have Death reversed, and I have the Page of Pentacles. So what this would say to me is that there is a something's out of balance, like financially wise in the world. There's something that's being considered either one way or another today. There's big money in play, and it's about who's going to have it and who is sort of willing to give it up. So there's this feeling of imbalance, injustice about that because it's reversed. So it's money changing from one hand to another. Now, the Death card reversed next to it would be to me that this exchange of money could be to it could be to prevent death, it could be the end of a cycle that's caused death, and let's hope that that is, because that's straight away you're thinking, okay, because it would be the end to a war. Well, that's what the cards are saying, so I really hope so. The other thing it could mean would be a little bit of stagnation, perhaps. So perhaps there's a situation that's feeling like it's stuck a little bit here, and this financial sort of shift is being made to grease the wheels, to get it moving. So we can move past this death stalemate here. And then on the far side, we've had the 2 of Pentacles reversed, the Death card reversed. On the far side, we have the Upright card, which I look at as the mini outcome of this. And the Page of Pentacles is about new beginnings, new financial beginnings, and it is a favorable card and it is good news. So what I'm seeing for today is there are negotiations about changing resources changing hands, or big sums of money going from one side to another to either get a situation moving that's involved in stopping suffering and death, or to actually prevent that death itself. So to stop some kind of conflict or to stop some kind of atrocity or something like that. The outcome being that this is achieved. This is a new beginning for this particular area. So that's a really, really positive little spread for today. I'd love to see if that comes out. That would be fabulous. Right, let me know what you think about that. I think that was quite it was quite plain, wasn't it? It was quite really there. Sometimes a reading is that obvious, and then other times, you know, you can be so ambiguous, and there could be quite a few ways it could be interpreted. So yeah. Right, let's choose a number between 1 and 12, or more than one number if you want to. Be guided by your intuition at all times. You could choose one number to ask a question about your love life, one number to ask something about work, one number to ask something about health. Remember, I'm doing one card reading, so they're broad, I think is the term I would use. It's very difficult to be specific about a particular situation when you've got one card to look at, so do bear that in mind. Right, with that said, let's do this. Okay, I'm going to start with number 7. Number 7, you've got the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is about like a movement. It's about making progress, but you sort of it's an energetical input here. So somebody is coming into your life and putting a lot of energy your way. I wish somebody would actually do that to me, because I feel like I'm going to go to sleep here, but it's really, my eyes are really heavy. So it's somebody giving you that input of energy. It's somebody giving you that well-needed kick up the ass to get on and do something. So look out for this person, or if not person's situation today, actually galloping into your life and dragging you along with them, and let them do that, because it feels like you might be a little bit short on the energy side today, and it's like it's a welcome boost. So look out for the welcome boost. Number 6, we've got another knight. Isn't that strange? But this is the Knight of Pentacles reversed. So the Knight of Pentacles reversed could be about like a stagnation in affairs. So sort of things are financial affairs or material affairs. There's a hiccup, there's some kind of problem, there's some kind of obstacle that becomes apparent over the next 24 hours or so, and it's like you'll receive information about that either today or tomorrow, where there'll be something which is a bit of a yeah, that's a bit of a problem, and it looks like it's around finances or material things or property, or you know, things that mean something monetarily as well. This is also a card which can be it can indicate that you're feeling a little bit lacking in determination and commitment to a particular situation. So if it's not this financial news, that's going to be a bit of a, I wouldn't say a shake up. It's not like a huge issue. It's like you know, something that needs your attention. If it's not that, then is it a question of, are you not feeling very sort of committed and determined to managing your money or your finances, or something along those lines, or perhaps something at work? So you feeling a little unmotivated about that kind of thing. Okay, let me know if that resonates with you. Number one, you've got the 10 of Pentacles, and be like this. I'm going to give this card the bong of pleasure for being such a wonderful card. Bong of pleasure. I don't know if it should be bong or dong, or which one would get me kicked off YouTube faster. So 10 of Pentacles. This is a card which is about domestic bliss, security, money, being financially, you know, being financially comfortable. Hi, sun seals in the chat. And also, you know, feeling like you can sit back and enjoy what you've had coming to you. This is a time where you deserve to enjoy what you've worked for. And it can also be a time when you might receive money from family, or you might receive money that you've been owed, or something that's been coming to you. So if you've been waiting to hear about something money wise, then this is a card that says that could be knocking on your door today. So that news about this well-deserved emergence of these finances, of this material security in your life. So I mean, it's all well and good for us to say, you know, oh, money doesn't make us happy, and you know, there's more to life than money, and that's really true. But when you don't have it and you're struggling to pay things, then it's hugely important, and it can like put a real downer on your life. So you can rest assured today, number one, that this is going to change for you if this is what you're going through today. And if you're pretty comfortable anyway, then expect some good news along the money sort of tree anyway, because the money tree is shaking all around you. And so just, you know, just gather up what falls. Right, number 12. Number 12, you've got the Five of Swords reversed. So the Five of Swords is about, is somebody dominating you, or is somebody making you stay where you are? I've just noticed my little stars are on behind. Wait a minute. I've been doing half the thing without my little lights on. Right, where were we? Sorry, Five of Swords reversed. So, right, yeah. Is somebody trying to dominate you? Is somebody taking away your choices? Or have you been in an argument and you've walked away from somebody and you should have said more? There's something that you could have said, and now it's one of those times that it's like, oh, I should have said that. I wish I'd, you know, when that sort of goes round and round and you just didn't find the words at the time. It's like that. Feels like somebody has taken your power from you, and it's almost like it's been through words. So they have robbed you of the words that you wanted to say. So if you feel like this card it resonates with you, it's a message for you to just look around at, okay, right, so somebody has walked away, or somebody has left you feeling that you had more to say. Your power feels like it's been removed. It's one of those days where I wouldn't try to push it. I wouldn't try to reassert that power or change that dynamic, because the energy around you is this sort of retreating, and just watch them go. Okay, just watch them go. Allow them to leave your energetic influence, because it's a day where you're just not going to get very far if you push. So if you can, rest on your laurels. Don't get involved in any sort of confrontations. Don't beat yourself up about anything that's happened recently either. And you know, just keep showing up for yourself. That feeling where, you know, you don't feel like you're accomplishing much, but you are showing up for yourself. Like, you are getting up in the morning, you are doing what you have to do. You just keep doing it until the sun shines again for you, and you feel in a position where your power is returning to you. Number 11. Number 11, you've got the Lovers. The Lovers is a really interesting card. So it can be literally interpreted to mean that there is a romantic or passionate love affair on the horizon for you. It can also indicate a period of temptation. So if you're already in a relationship, are you being tempted by somebody else? It can also indicate a situation that's tempting. So are you supposed to be doing something, but your eye or your concentration is being drawn somewhere else? So you're being tempted to another path, perhaps. It's a card of choices as well. And it often comes up in people's readings when they have a really important decision to make, and it's a major arcana card. So it's often about these powerful changes and powerful currents of change that run through your life. So it comes up when people have an important decision to make. So depending on your situation, and remember, it's really difficult to tie things down with one card. You know, you'd just be making it up if you did that, because there's no way to tell really if this is to do with a romantic affair, or a you know, physical love, or your romantic life, or if it's to do with this big life choice. That would depend if you did a bigger spread on the cards around it. So for now, I'd like you to take either of those explanations. So is it that you've got a romantic sort of something going on in the background that's emerging and becoming more prevalent in your life and is more than likely to take center stage, or a sort of more visible point on stage? Or is it that you've got this decision to make between the two things? Or thirdly, was it like you're being tempted by something one way or another? An interesting card, and the advice of the card is that you really have to consider your options. So if you can see on the illustration, the angel is above the two people, which does indicate that you're being positively guided. And that's always an invitation to rely on your intuition, because your higher self speaks with your best what you call it. Oh, I hate it when my mind goes blank like this. Best possible thingy in mind. So your higher self speaks with your best possible thingy in mind. So your best interest, that's it, speaks with your best interest at heart. So listen to your higher self, however it is that you do that. One of the things I've mentioned before that I will do is I already asked my higher self that if the answer is yes, I'll see white horses. If the answer is no, I'll see black horses. And then I'll ask a question, and in my mind's eye, I'll either see black or white horses. And that's a really simple way and a really quick way of doing that part of communication. So an interesting card, number 11, a few options there. Let me know if any of that resonates with you. Number two, you have the Hierophant. Love the Hierophant. It's a card that I didn't really used to relate to, because it's quite can indicate something quite orthodox and straight up, like a really strong path that's well trodden and not alternative at all. So I used to think, oh gosh, how boring, but that's not the case, because the Hierophant is also somebody who helps you moderate your internal emotions, and it's about who we are, who we're expected to be, and who we'd like to be. So when this card comes up, it's very often either a case of, okay, you're following a very narrow and straight path, and you seem to be ticking all the boxes at the moment, and you're going along towards a certain goal. But it can come up when it's when it indicates that there's something a little bit unorthodox going on. So you could be doing something that's a little bit unusual by today's standards in order to achieve a certain aim. And with this in its positive aspect, it would indicate that this is going really well for you. So whatever it is that you're doing, which isn't the exact right path, then keep doing it, because you're getting to the right place with it. So it's a really interesting card. Another way that this card can be interpreted is that you could be involved in like community projects, or you could be asked to be involved in something with a group of people, with a lot of rules, with a lot of with a structure. It's a very structured organization. I always think church, and the other name for this card is the Pope. So it's it's that sort of energy as well. So look out for this around you. The message of this card would be too, if you take pleasure from the structures of this organization, then allow the organization to embrace you in its arms in order to give you the comfort that you're looking for. And if you are considering taking an unorthodox path to achieve a certain goal, then this card is saying that the energy loves something, but the universe loves the energy of somebody that's pushing for something, because it's like you're manifesting it already. You're already 2 steps down the lane of manifesting. So keep going in that direction. Number three, you've got the Fool. Interesting. So number 3, the Fool. The Fool is a lovely card. It's about new beginnings. It says that anything is possible at this stage, which fits in lovely with the fact that we've got the spring equinox today, and the sun is going into Aries. So we've got 3 things about new beginnings with this card. So this card is also going to get the bong of pleasure, because it sounds lovely. So the Fool. Steps into the unknown, steps into new adventure, starts new things, meets new people, has an air of innocence. It's like you're experiencing everything for the first time, feeling that it's like when Dorothy comes out the house in Oz, when she lands there, when the cyclone or whatever it is, tornado drops her and Toto in Oz, and she comes out of black and white into Technicolor, and she's looking around. So this is the Fool. This is you today. It's like you can see things through new eyes. You can see people from a new perspective. You're willing to try new things. So embrace this energy today, number 3, and really, really try to apply this. If there's anything that needs a bit of new beginning energy, or if there's anything you want to start, then go for it. If you're about to try something new, then take that on board and embrace it, because the Fool says that it's the right thing for you to do. Number 4, how fabulous. You've got the Star in the upright position. I'm sorry, but that's going to have to get this as well. The Bong of Pleasure. I love the Star. It is my favorite card in the entire deck. It means your wishes are granted. It means that you have fabulous health. It means that you're following your star. So it's like this card is saying to you, that thing that you want to do, that thing that's in your mind, when I say that to you, go for it. Follow the star. Follow the star of hope, because it's leading you in the direction of self-fulfillment. This is also a fabulous card to have if you have been suffering from ill health, whether that's spiritual, mental, physical, whatever it is, whatever ails you holistically. Brilliant card to have, because it's like the star is visible through the clouds. Okay, so whatever's ailed you are the clouds. The star is going to break through, and your way forward becomes clear, and the illness falls away from you. So brilliant card for you today, number 4. My favorite card of the whole deck. So that, and the Sun, I think, as well, and the High Priestess. But yeah, take this energy with you today and create beautiful things. Number 5, you've got the 6 of Pentacles. I call this card the card of giving and receiving, because it's a card that will come up if you're in need of something to be given to you, some kind of charity, whether that's, an actual donation from a charity, or somebody just giving you their time, perhaps, then that will come to you today. And if there is somebody around you who is in need of your time or your generosity, you'll find yourself in a position to offer that today. And I think you'll find that you'll want to do that. And what a wonderful thing to do. And not only from the perspective of being able to make somebody else's life happy, but it's about that energy exchange, because the laws of physics, when something goes one way, it comes back the other way. It's that balance, and the whole of the universe's energy is built on balance. And all the Tarot Major Arcana, you can see, I'll show you the story one day, but it's all about achieving balance between the yin, the yang, the male, the female, the good, the bad. So it's about, I've lost my train of thought here. I said I wasn't going to blather on today, and yet here I am. So 6 of Pentacles, you're going to find that, that's what it was. So when you give, you receive that good energy back, because it's the way that the universe works, opposing energy forces equaling each other out. So the card of giving and receiving today for you, number 5. I hope that you receive, and I hope that you give too, on every level. Have a wonderful day. Let me know if that resonates for you. Number 10, you have got the Ace of Pentacles reversed. So the Ace of Pentacles can be you've not got off to a good start with something here. There's something that you've started off, maybe you started off well, and it seems to have trickled off to sort of something that isn't working quite as well, or you thought something was going to begin and it stalled, or you thought you had a different chance to do something differently and it feels like that's been taken away from you. The good news is that with the card, it's an illustration of the block of the true energy of the card. So that new start, that new thing, isn't completely, it hasn't disappeared. Okay, it hasn't just vanished off over the horizon. All right, it's still in your sphere of influence. So those things that are future near future, future past, present, that little ball around you of influence that's very close, it's still there. So it's just that it's blocked. It's either delayed and it's just an obstacle that will be cleared, or is there something that you can do to get the ball rolling again? So this card's message to you today is whatever it is that's blocked around you, so whatever sort of new start, new thing, new job, even, it can be something like that. With it being Pentacles, it's to do with security, finances, resources, or how you feel secure. So whatever that is, it's been stalled, but it's either likely to come back itself. But obviously, if you can, if there's something you can do, then today spend some time reflecting, what can I do? And if there's something that you can do, today's the day to do it. There, I got there in the end of that rather long-winded explanation. Right, okay, is this number 9? Yes, it is. Number 9, you have got the Two of Cups reversed. Two of Cups reversed indicates some unhappiness on an emotional front, arguments, concerns about the best way forward, worries about are you with the right person, or worries about sort of a disharmony in that side of your life. So feeling like unhappy with your relationship status, or the way that you feel about yourself, or the way that you feel about those around you. So it's a card that indicates disharmony. So you could be feeling a little bit despondent about that today and looking for advice. With it being a 2, this is a really, because the issues represented by the minor arcana sort of progress from 1, the Ace, through to 10, and the 2 is right the way at the beginning. So it indicates that this is more around a new perspective of, if it's an older issue, it's around a new perspective of that issue. So it's something that you haven't been sort of stewing on this for years about the same thing. There's something changed about it in the relationship, or there's some kind of new influence that's come along, and it's sort of become that, right, okay, there's something else to think about. So the advice of the card is really that don't make any hasty decisions today under this influence, because it's the kind of card that's like willing you to chuck the towel in, and on many levels. And sometimes that is the right thing to do. But if you're in a position where you were going to do that, or not just not as literal as perhaps end a relationship, but almost like deciding to be in a different headspace, it's sometimes better to give these things a bit of space to think about them, rather than acting or taking actions under the influence of something when it's very negative. So get yourself a few days to have a balanced view of it before you make any final decisions. And hopefully that will restore the harmony of the upright Two of Cups to the emotional side of your life. Number 8. Now I will put timestamps in the description of this video, so that if you don't want to listen to me rabbiting on, you can just click on the timestamp and you'll come directly to that card. So the final card, nice card, the 8 of Swords reversed. So if you chose number 8, first of all, 8 is number 8. That's a number. Card number 8 is card number 8, which is a double 8, which is already telling you that this is a really positive sign, and it's something that it's been a trial, but you're coming out of that now, because it's towards the end of the minor arcana. So you're like at a stage where you're being tested, but you're over the bump of this issue. Now the interpretation of this card is that you have been constricted, held back in a prison of your own or somebody else's making. That doesn't have to be a physical restraint. It is be an emotional block, somebody has had you in a mental position where you felt oppressed. So this has been you. And if you look at the illustration on there, you see this poor lady is tied up, blindfolded, and surrounded by these swords, because she's stuck there, she's imprisoned there. with this being reversed, this is great because she is about to burst forth from this prison of swords, and so are you about to do so, metaphorically, I hope. It's today is the day where you can turn your back on something and you can start something new, and you can shake off the chains that have held you back, or something that you're chained to, or something that's holding you back. So what is it? What is it that is sort of chained to you, that drags you down? What is it that you keep flicking back to in your thoughts? What is it that you beat yourself up over? What is the situation that really just continues to drip, drip, drip poison into your life? Identify it, and then make the decision today that that's going to be part of your past, and you've got a future that's far more bright to move on to. Right. Oh, I think that is that is all the cards. I don't have any questions to answer in the chat, although Sunsills has put a few comments in. So thank you very much for that. It's always lovely to see actual comments on my new channel. So thank you very much. I hope I will see you tomorrow, wherever you are. If you're listening to this live, then please do subscribe. If you catch a recording, please do subscribe, because you can ask me questions live every morning. Have a wonderful Ostara if you celebrate it. If not, enjoy the first day of spring and the spring equinox, and stay weird.